Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Here we go! 30 base.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Luck and the Colts come up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Lock now on 1st down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
X3, get it.
Clock will try again on second down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsey so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsey. Locke gets this to Hamilton. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
And the Broncos first down.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Got it.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. They set up the screen to Booker. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. A very solid gain of 27. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Colts' 10-yard line.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Kill. Bang, 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 bang.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
60 Pittsburgh.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Jet bombers. We 2 jet bombers. Protein spill.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day.
Hey, I-7.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Get real.
Clear. Get it.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 5.
Check out. Ready. 12. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he's got his man Hilton. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Blocked again here on 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Running on 1st down with Ware. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. It's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The sack by Margus Hunt. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On third and long, it's Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Luck now to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. Third down here.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call it the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Ebron caught left side. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Good for a Colt first down. The former Lion Ebron. They're bringing it in from Andrew Luck.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Wide, 622. Switch up, switch up. Wide, 40, easy, a little wide.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Wide, 665. Come.
Watch the screen.
Hey, Mike, 51.
On 2nd and 9, Luck. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
That's it, baby. We're going to play.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up. A little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Flacco. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down. On first down, Flacco. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They go pass again with Flacco. Sanders has it over the middle. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Flacco will take to the air again. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. McManus's point after is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing is Locke. Looking deep for Hilton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure in today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Sanders has got it complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Passing play. Flacco. He finds an opening past the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Flacco will come to the line, 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Here's Flacco. And that's complete to Sanders. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 more yards there and another first down. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Under 10, under 12, 12.
They'll go again here with Matt. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Ricky, 11Z. Go.
Now Luck defers to Mack. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5 now. Luck. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4. Luck. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Vinatieri now for the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17. It has been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now right to Bourne. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Breaks through the contact.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Luck. Funches has it complete. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, pick your game up.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
From the 50, it's Locke. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Check out. Ready. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Luck gives this one off to Mack. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, let's go. Here we go. 12.
Here's Locke. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's another.
Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th.
Broncos 17.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Locke. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what?
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. Spinning past him. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Brings up second
The
and
sixth
4.
season in Denver now for Emmanuel Sanders after those 4 years in Pittsburgh. And you may recall Sanders tore his Achilles December 5th last year in practice. But before the injury, he was on his way to another 1,000-yard season. Would have been his fourth in his first 5 years in a Bronco uniform. And now at 32 years of age as he tries to return to full speed. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Only a yard there. Snipped out well defensively, and it brings up third. Flacco from midfield. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Flacco now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Once more, it's Flacco. Screen pass to Lindsey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 39-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. And again, it's Flacco to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Philip Lindsay, the intended target.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, second and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Middle.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Check out. 390.
Pick it up.
Switch.
Here's Hines. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Flacco now on 4th. And this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Set the tone, defense.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. Adam Vinatieri, the oldest player in the NFL, on for the Colts field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Here's Flacco. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Flacco. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Now Flacco will lead them up as they're going to go for 2. To pass, Flacco. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So locked down to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11. At the 34-yard line.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Indianapolis, they're into the win column for the third time this year as they get the victory here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.